Hello, welcome back to Graceful Embroidery and to this third episode in the series on making the embroidery angel. Today we're going to complete our angel. Right, I'm just finishing off this sewing. I haven't gone along the bottom. I don't think that's necessary, but just an overstitch each side just to hold it all in place. I've got my finger inside here because obviously you don't want to catch the skirt layers. The stitches only, whoops, I lost that thread. The stitches only need to be through the support and the stiffening. We'll just come up to here and that's fine. So all our pins are out now. Oh, hard work. So there she is. She's attached, so we should be able to take this pin out now and she won't move. It's very important that the centre, very important that that little disc embroidery shows you where the centre of the main skirt is and that the point of her bodice is sitting on there accurately. There she is, a little bit of bending. Now we need to take these 2 points of the bodice and bend them round like that and secure them. And then now we do have a little bit of a shadow here. I'm not quite sure why that should be. Let's just play with the boning and bend it a little bit. Oh, that's better. There we are. She's nearly there. But this is sticking out too much, and obviously with the backing on there you're getting a happy medium between putting too much backing on this so it won't bend round is a pain, but at least her bodice is looking nice and secure. I'm going to do a little bit of hand stitching on her and then we'll put the veil on the back and stitch up the back, and this embroidery angel will be complete. I've finished sewing her here. I'm quite pleased with that. That's turned out quite well. And it's just a matter of just keep bending everything around so her body isn't flat. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, and that will help no end. I have now finished this angel and I'm going to show you all the details. Just move these supports out of the way. I've hand stitched up the back. It's quite hard to do it by hand, but as you can see I've overlapped the 2 bits of satin there, and when I found, let's just put her veil down, I found there was just a little bit peeking here underneath the sleeve. So what I've done here, let me just show you, I've put a stitch here. I did this with buttonhole thread that was quite strong and double thickness, and I've just pulled those 2 edges slightly together. It means she sticks out a bit at the back, but as I've got the veil on that doesn't matter, and that's helped the front here. The sleeves are sitting nicely, the cuffs of the sleeves are sitting nicely, so I'm quite pleased with that. And this is the veil. It's been secured at the top here and it goes over nicely over the body there. So that is my first angel complete. No, you say she's not complete, you haven't embellished her. So that's what I'm going to do next. I haven't secured the veil. It's sitting quite nicely, I think, but she needs some pearls and crystals. There's something deeply satisfying in coming to the stage in an embroidery project where you get out your container of hot fix pearls and crystals. I find embellishing my embroidery very, very satisfying. Now here's a selection of crystals that I've got out, and we're going to have a closer look at them to see which are suitable. Firstly, we have pearls here. Oh, they're a must. And then I found these pink pearls, which could work, although she tends to have a mauvey look, so we'll put them that side as a possible. Then I found these rose ones, and they almost pick up that, I'm trying to think what colour it is, my mind's gone blank, but they pick up that colour quite nicely, so I put those on that side. These are quite coppery really. I don't think I'll have those. And here we have the brownie pearl ones, which are also too dark. Here we've got some tiny little gold ones which would fit nicely in the centre of those discs. These are just ordinary silvery Aurora Boreas, plain ones. I'll pass on those. And these I think are just too dark. Now you can see here that I've taken these lovely rose crystals and I've laid the angel on her side so that I can attach them. And I would say that it is probably a lot easier to embellish your angel before you put her together. My mistake. Anyway, I have a nice bamboo chopping board here which I lay my gun on just so that I don't spoil my craft table. And there are many ways to embroidery, but I prefer this method of actually putting them where you want them to be and then slowly applying pressure with the heat gun for about 10 to 12 seconds and then releasing it. And I find this way I can be just a little bit more selective in where I place them, and I've got terribly shaky hands, so I find balancing crystals on the end of this tip and tipping them over, and this is a method that I've adapted over the years, and it works very well for me. Now I don't think when we put these on this wing, I don't think it'll spoil the wings. Obviously some of the Celtic Angel's wings are they're a lot flimsier than these. Have I done that one? No. And they tend to sag a little bit when they have too many crystals put on them, so they need strengthening with a bit of horsehair braid, or you can trim the tiny edges from plastic boning. That works quite well. I don't want to go too over the top. I'm going to stand her up and see how that looks. Oops, she's off the screen. Now obviously, depending on where she is, I'm going to move my light here. Whoops, and that will pick out the colours, and I think she just needs one up there by her shoulder, and then we have to match them on the other side. Now when I put this angel together, I didn't have any white paper clips, but I do now. I've got a huge pot of them, so I'm going to, this horrible lime green paper clip was shouting at me, so I'm going to take it off and put a white one on there. Obviously white does better because it doesn't show through, and I'm not going to be able to do that green one at the moment. Right, so let's check her wings. Yeah, I'm pleased with those. I tell you, it's a lot more difficult to do them when the angel's made up, so best to put your crystals on for her wings before you actually construct her. Criticisms, they're a tiny bit dark, but I think in the right place they will catch the light, which perhaps is the important thing. I'm now going to put the little gold crystals on. Right, I'm now attaching these gold ones, and they're a little bit more difficult. If you've not Whoops. Everything goes wrong when you start filming. If you have stitched the centres of these discs, the little gold centres, then the crystals are a tiny bit more difficult to place. But if you've not, then they will sit nicely into the there. Isn't that nice? I've just got these two here to do. I think that is enough, that she doesn't need any more, but obviously you're very welcome to put as many on as you like, and you could decorate the plain areas. It's not possible to take out the centres of these little pale sort of dusky pink ones because they're all stitched in one bit, but I always advise don't go OTT with the crystals. I mean, obviously if she's sitting on the tree, then you want her to have enough bling on her that she catches the lights from from your tree or anything else in the room at Christmas. I'll just dress these wings. Now, because I've done her tiara and her earrings and the little heart on the centre of her bodice, they're done in metallic thread, so I want them to show. I could have done them in plain, and I could have put a pearl on each earring. I can't make my mind up whether to do it, but I will, as you're all here with me. So I need 2 pearls, so loads fall out the packet. Now remember, this particular angel has not been stitched with the halo. I'm having to be very careful because, as you can see, there's not much between the gun and my finger, and I can feel it warming up. Now you can see why I've said that it's best to do these things before you construct your angel. Sometimes I've given my angels a little pearl necklace with tiny pearls around the edge. I'm not going to do that for this one. There we are. What do you think? Perhaps the pearls are a good idea. And if I'd been a lot more selective and I'd gone for a smaller pearl, I could have done it in such a way that they sat inside of the embroidery there. And obviously you can put pearls on the back of your veil. If the veil is going to be showing, then you may want to do a little bit more decoration, and you may want to add a stitch there so that the inners, the underneath, doesn't show. It's entirely up to you. There are just so many different ways of doing these angels, and I hope you've enjoyed creating them. And I would say please send me photographs of your angels, because every one is unique. I've never been with the Celtic and the Christmas angels. I've never received pictures and thought, oh, that one's just like so-and-so's angel. So I'd look forward to seeing your angels. In the next video that's coming soon, I'm going to show you 3 different versions of the angel, showing you some of the variations that you can use for these angels. Until then, thank you so much for watching this tutorial on the machine embroidered angels, or the new embroidery angel, but a lot of these techniques apply to the Christmas and the Celtic angel as well. Please do subscribe to this channel and hit the little bell, then you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. And I would love if you left some comments. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay creative and happy embroidering. Bye.